All right, guys, so I just wanted to make this video to clarify some things about week 4. As I was looking through some of your work, there were just a couple things that I don't think it's that you can't do the math as much as you just weren't sure exactly what I was asking you to do. And so I just wanted to make this video so I could kind of show you exactly what I meant. There's no need to go back and redo anything. But I just wanted to make sure you understood what I was asking. So if you feel the need to go back and redo any of this, you absolutely can. If you click on those Google Forms assignments, you can click, I think it's like create another submission or fill out a new form. There's a link on that form somewhere where you can do another one. It doesn't limit you to one. So if you want to redo it for your own practice, or if your parents want you to redo it, that's fine. But I just wanted to make sure to clarify. So even if you choose not to redo it, please watch this video in its entirety to make sure that you knew what you were doing. So let's start with this grid right here. And it says the rule is that x plus 46 equals y. Okay, so these were your x values, and then you were trying to figure out what your y values were. So let me make sure I have, I'm going to use this one. Okay, so if we have, for example, for A, oh, that's way too big. Sorry. If we have A, why is that still huge? There we go. Okay. If we have A, we have x plus 46 equals y. So for this value, this y value, this is the corresponding x value. So if x is 6 plus 46, if we do 46 plus 6, we can just count up, right? 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So A would equal 52. And then B, you would use this x value. So for this x value, we have 8 plus 46, and that's going to equal your y value that goes right here. Okay, so 46 plus 8, we could do 46 plus 10 and then subtract 2. So 56 subtract 2 is 54. Whoop. And then we would continue that same pattern. So for C, we would do 10 plus 46 is equal to C. That's 56. And here you can start to see a pattern. If this goes up by 2 every time, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, then these are also going to go up by 2 every time, because no matter what, you're adding 46 to whatever this value is. So if we're just adding 2 more to this value, then we'll just continue to add 2 more to this value. So D would be equal to 58, right? Because 46 plus 10 plus 2 more is 58. Then E would equal 60. And then F would equal 62. So all you would do in this case is look at this rule. X plus 46 is equal to the Y value. It gives you your X value. So to fill in each of these boxes, you're going to do the X value plus 46 is equal to the Y value. Okay, so that's how you would have solved that one. And yes, I gave you all the answers, but most of you have already done this one, so I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to make sure to clarify exactly what you were doing. So I'm going to pull up one more. I'm going to pull up. We're actually going to do two more, but I'm not going to do the whole grid for all of them. All right, so on this one, this one was a little tricky because I'm sure some of us saw that X and thought, oh, well, that's a multiplication sign. And it got kind of confusing because you're like, well, 3 times what? So this is not a multiplication sign. This X refers to the X value, okay? And so 3X means 3 times X because that's 3 of that X value. And remember that of word means multiply. So in this case, you were doing, I don't know why that did that. In this case, you were doing 3 times the X value equals the Y value. So for G, we would have done 3 times the X value, which was 2, and that would have given us our Y value, and we all know 3 times 2 is 6. So G would have been equal to 6. For H, we would have done 3 times the X value, which in this case was 4. And that would have given us our Y value of 12. So we're just going to go all the way through here and multiply all these times 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. I would have been equal to 18. 8 times 3 is 24. So J would have been equal to 24. 10 times 3 is 30. 12 times 3 is 36. So if you notice, there's a pattern here. These are all going up by 6. Because all these are going up by 2 and you're multiplying by 3, there you get your 6. So that's how you would do that one. Similarly to the other one, you look at this rule and you see, okay, here's my X value and I'm looking for my Y value. I'm going to use my X value to get me my Y value based on this rule. Okay, one more. The reason these rules and stuff are important, as you move to middle school, you're going to start working in algebra, maybe not in 6th grade, but in 7th grade. And you're going to have to be able to use patterns like this to get you coordinate pairs. And so we use our X value and our Y value to create those coordinate pairs, remember? And so these are things you're going to have to be able to do in middle school. That's why I wanted to go over it and clarify. So this one is similar to the one we just did. 2x equals y, which means 2 times that x value equals your y value. So 2 times 0 is 0. So your y value would be 0. 2 times 3 is 6. Your y value is 6. 2 times 6, 12. Your y value is 12. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 12, 24. 2 times 15 is 30. Now, notice your pattern is kind of similar to the one we just did as well, because these are going up by 3 and you're multiplying by 2. That got you 6. And so this is like counting by sixes. If we were to pull these over here and make those coordinate pairs like it asked you to do if you were doing paper, you would get 0, 0, which is our origin. Then you would get 3, 6, because our x is 3, our y is 6, and so on. So you would be able to plot those points because you would go across 3 on the x-axis, up 6 on the y-axis. So I just wanted to make this video to clarify these things. Like I said, no need to go back and redo unless you want to for your own practice and clarification. Just be sure that in the future, you pay attention to these patterns, and that's how you use these x values to figure out the y values, okay?